Ladies and gentlemen, you are all welcome to the show. Yes, as a special day, and thank you for joining. Thank you. Please share and share and share. Those watching through Facebook, please share and share and share. Those watching us through YouTube, Twitter, all those watching through Twitch, those watching through all the other social media platforms. Share and share and share. Don't forget, uh, those watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Today, we're going to talk about series of issues. We're going to talk about the United Nations letter, the interim government about the case of Ayuk Tabe, also the United Nations verdict on the Ayuk Tabe case and the Nera10. So we're going to talk about the resignation of the UK Prime Minister. Just resigned. We're going to talk about the president upcoming interview tomorrow, Friday, on ABS TV. Tomorrow, special show president, and much more. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. It is very, very disheartening to see people being killed every day. Very, very disheartening. Our people, innocent people, are being killed every day, and nobody understand why La Republic is doing this. Okay, you know of this mother, this innocent mother that was killed. It is sometimes really, really sad that those who want they say they want peace, right? Those who want peace should come with peace plan. You should not say you want peace, then you are going to killing our own people. The mom that was just shot, she was not even anything. She just sat in a house and she was killed. Okay, and La Republic will come and tell us that they want peace. Want peace, but our people are dying every day. What kind of peace are you talking about? For the past 5 years, our people have been killed every day. There's no one day that La Republic does not kill one person. Then they'll come and tell us of peace. But what kind of peace do you talk about? When every day our people die, every day you kill our people. It's like showing somebody this hand of fellowship and then the other hand is gone. Have a rifle on this other hand. So what kind of peace are you talking about? Peace is, if you want genuine peace, that's why I say anything La Republic is doing is not genuine peace. They want to test our resilience. Want to test our resilience. Because if you are for genuine peace, you will not go and shoot this innocent mother. Okay? Go and shoot this innocent mother. She's peacefully sleeping. The grandmother, senior citizen, shot dead. Execution style. This is what La Republic is doing. Okay? This happened in Guzang. You remember the Guzang massacre? You remember all the massacre that has been going on in all the different regions of southern Cameroon and Ambazonia? It's true. This is a wake-up call to all of you Ambazonians. Think that La Republic attack only the restoration fighters, then you are mistaken. They attack everybody. They attack everybody. Everybody is at risk of being shot by La Republic. When you say La Republic attacks only the restoration forces, sometimes when they kill civilians, if this grandmother was not a mother, or if she was a young girl, they'll go and put maybe a rifle on her body. that she was holding a gun. That's the excuse they do when they kill civilian, because the restoration fighters are very, very indispensable for them. So they look at the soft target. They look at the soft target. Okay, but this is what the Geneva Convention against war against innocent civilians. The Geneva Convention stipulate this because genocide against during war, the civilians are out of reach. During war, the fighting should be among the military. It's between the militaries. Okay, be it Air Force, Land Force, Marines, or whatever. It's military. Okay, civilians should be kept out of reach. But when La Republic sees that they cannot reach out to the restoration fighters, they start targeting civilians. This is the mother that was sleeping quietly. Grandmother. Okay? This is the terrorism we are talking about. When we say, tell us who is a terrorist, they are calling the Southern Cameroonians terrorists when they are the terrorists. Who is a terrorist? When somebody comes to your own house, attack your own family, attack your grandmother like this one. What is the definition of a terrorist? This is what we call terrorism, because come to somebody's house, come to somebody's land, come to somebody's territory, you come and kill their own people, then you call them terrorists again. I've never seen that before. This is what they do. Every day they must kill at least somebody in Southern Cameroon. But they are the first people to rush to Canada, talk about peace. Talk about peace. That is what is happening. And you see what they're doing, right? That is the peace they're talking about. That is the peace they're talking about. Then they'll come and tell us, oh, one peace, one to... La Republic does not want peace. They are looking for the shortcut. They're looking for the shortcut. But this generation is very, very wise. For that, they are old brains. They still have that archaic mentality in the, 19 something ideas. This is the new generation. They will not just thief their way around negotiation. It will not happen like that. They are very intelligent. Who know, who tell them if they want to go this, they will say no, this is a road. They want to take shortcuts. It will not work. They're wasting their time. But they should know. Okay? They should know that it will not be business as usual. Okay? So the president is thanking all those who took part in the ceremony, of the wife's passing. The president sent a thank you message to everybody. Okay? Thank you for those who took part in the ceremony, those who were. Let me talk about those who took part in the. So, yes, I'm going to play what the president message to all those who took part that ceremony and those who were there hand in glove to support the family, support him. Those who went to Texas for the ceremony, those who have been supporting the family, the president is sending this message, thank you message to everybody.
Fellow Ambazonians, Chris Anu here, your comrade in arms for the liberation of the Southern Cameroons, Ambazonia. I come to you today, October the 19th, in the year of our Lord 2022, to say thank you Thank you to all of you who showed up to console with us at the funeral ceremony of my wife for almost 30 years. We are so grateful that you showed up. And those of you who were not able to travel, you sent gifts and you sent money. Again, words can express the joy and the satisfaction in our hearts. My prayer for you today is that the Lord will reward you and replenish you. We are now back into Ambazonia's business. And we have all learned of the so-called Canadian meeting or conference that was initiated by La République du Cameroon. It took place in Canada, October 10 to the 14th. Everything is shrouded in secrecy. However, we've been able to gather a little bit of what went on there. And on Friday, I shall be having an exclusive interview with Ayuk Judgement, who is premiering on ABS Ayuk Judgement tonight. I'm going to be talking about what we have learned coming out from that Canada meeting. Of course, I was never there. I hear some rumors out there, some allegations, lies, that Chris was in Canada, of course. For those of you who listened to the statement that I made before that meeting, you know there would have been no circumstances under which I would have found myself there. I wasn't there. But on Friday, I shall be talking about that meeting in that interview. And we will also be talking about what we have done so far about unity and collaboration. I ask you to stay tuned on ABS on Friday, and you will get it all. But above all, ladies and gentlemen, let me assure all of you, I don't care what promises that La République du Cameroon makes right now. I have been told that in Canada, they let members of the international community, the Norwegians, I think Denmark was present, and some low-level United Nations officials were present. They told them that they are tired of war. I would like La République du Cameroon to know we will not rush to the table at their lamentation of, being tired of war. We are coming after them. The war is just starting. The war is just starting, and no Ambazonian should be fooled. La République is trying hard, ladies and gentlemen, through this so-called meeting in Canada to drag independentists to the table to plead for a federation. We are not for it. We will never be for it. The time we demanded for it is far and gone. We are looking back. We look back, we see nothing. We look in front, we see an independent Federal Republic of Ambazonia. That is all that we fight for. And so if French Cameroon thinks that they can coerce people, bring them to the table to talk about federation, something they said it was an abomination years ago, they are mistaken. And Ambazonians should also know this. French Cameroon is not going to concede to anything unless we prove to them we are able to attack them even inside their own territories. And that is the only thing. That's the only thing that will for once get them to initiating genuine dialogue, or call it negotiation. Attacks on inside their own territories. That is the only time La République will consider genuine dialogue. What is going on, or what went on or took place in Canada, was a sham, and those who left there have said nothing, ladies and gentlemen, was discussed. But again, I promise I will be with you on Friday on this interview with the secret judgement. I like all of you to tune in to ABS to listen to us. God bless you all. Again, this is your comrade in arms, Chris Anu.
So, you have heard, you have heard, you have heard. You have heard. Come to that. So let's. This is. That was a president thank you message for all those who helped and took part, advertisers, all Ambazonians that are best help the president solve during the core moment and was good. The president will be having an interview with Scott Johnson. This interview will take place tomorrow on ABS TV. Please, live on ABS TV, as you can see, 8 p.m. Amber time tomorrow, Friday. So please make it a date, part of this wonderful tomorrow, Friday. That's Friday tomorrow, as I've seen there. The Defense Secretary, Reverend Asson, is calling on all Ambazonians to support the special projects that the president called. These projects are very, very important, and we know of people who give pledges, and please fulfill those pledges for those special projects that we had during the APP meeting. Those are just for special projects, so please do what you can to all your pledges, please. Thank you very much. We'll be talking now about this Canada conference. The Guardian Post is saying that the Canada fronts internationally supervised referendum to end Anglophone crisis. This is what we are not expecting, because we don't expect any referendum. The war is already a referendum. Referendum is when there is peacetime. Okay, you cannot see people fighting for to liberate their country. They bring referendum. Being able to defend yourself is already a referendum. I hope the international community should understand why they call for referendum. Referendum is called when, like, you heard of Quebec, you heard of the Irish people, right? Those are people that have been having referendums because they are in peacetime. They can hold referendum peacefully. But now we're in war. Southern Cameroonians are refugees in the other countries. You have all types of displacement, internally displaced people. Thousands of people are in jail. What kind of referendum are these people talking about? A referendum is when people are in peacetime. Then you ask them. The only time that you can call a referendum is when all those La République military leave Southern Cameroon and go back to Yaoundé. When all those people, those colonizers, that is where you can talk of referendum. At this moment even, we don't trust the United Nations to come and put any buffer there. We were calling on buffer zone or demilitarized zone when we wanted our children to go back to school. Create a safe zone for the children to go to school. But now that the children, most of them have started school, some of them are going to school in other parts of the... We don't need the United Nations to come there and start, because what we have taken note is that France is using the United Nations to carry out some of their machinations. You have seen videos of the United Nations vehicle being stoned in places because they just suspect anything France that is coming to your country now is a big suspect. People don't even want to listen to that because it just goes beyond imagination, that people want to see what is France coming to do. A country without resources, a country without development, they only come to usurp the resources of that country. You've seen Mali, the Malian president sending them out. You've seen Burkina Faso. You've seen a lot of different countries. Mali has even taken out the French franc. They don't need the French franc no more. That is what is going on. Okay. Now we see this is just crazy, right? Everything that is happening now is just crazy. You see the UK Prime Minister. The UK Prime Minister just resigned. What is going on?
Here she comes with her husband, Liz Truss, her husband alongside her. Let's listen in.
Can I hear?
I came into office at a time of great economic and international instability. Families and businesses were worried about how to pay their bills. Putin's illegal war in Ukraine threatens the security of our whole continent, and our country has been held back for too long by low economic growth. I was elected by the Conservative Party with a mandate to change this. We delivered on energy bills and on cutting national insurance. And we set out a vision for a low-tax, high-growth economy that would take advantage of the freedoms of Brexit. I recognise, though, given the situation, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party. This morning I met the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady. We've agreed that there will be a leadership election to be completed within the next week. This will ensure that we remain on a path to deliver our fiscal plans and maintain our country's economic stability and national security. I will remain as Prime Minister until a successor has been chosen. Thank you.
That is the UK Prime Minister. He just resigned. My respect for this UK Prime Minister. Liz Truss, that's her name, Liz Truss. She's so, this is nobility. Resigning will make you more honorable. I don't know if people don't understand why people resign in government, people resign in institutions. Okay? When you resign, you have more respect. More respect. I don't know why people don't understand that.
Here she comes with her husband.
I don't know why people don't understand.
Here she comes with her
I don't know.
husband, Liz Truss, her husband alongside her. Let's listen in.
Can I hear?
Those facts. That is her. She just says she's resigning. Okay? Resignation doesn't mean that you did not do a good job. I know most people or stepping down for something. That is, instead regain your own dignity, own honor. It's honorable for you to resign. Okay. So you think that if the next person is coming in, she cannot still be appointed to a position? But you hanging on there doesn't make you respectful, doesn't make you honorable. This is a big lesson to some of our leaders. It is best for you to bow out nobly when you can't deliver. It is very okay for you to just leave the scene. If you can't deliver something, why do you stay there? Why do you still stay there? Where this is important for us to learn, because when we see democracy, Europe, in Americas, and all those countries, we are really want to inculcate those good practices. Okay, good practices are those things that we see that is good in democracy. We want to copy the same good practices, not the bad practices. Though we know there are things that happen within governments of Europe and that are not good, but we are looking at those good practices that we can copy, that we can bring into the Ambazonian community, that we can copy those best practices. Okay? Think of the people first. People first is very important. If you think about yourself, you will never even think of doing this kind of resignation humbly, honorably. Okay? Why do you hang on to power when so that there are certain things that are going on now? The former PM supported the war in Russia, in Ukraine. And he resigned because there was a lot of things going on. This lady came in, PM Liz Truss came in, okay? But things are still falling apart. It has not been easy for her. It has not been easy for her. It's not easy to stop the war in Ukraine. Not gas prices is rising. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Okay, it's not easy everywhere, and if you stay there, when you see there's kind of war coming up, Russia is not backing down anytime soon. Russia is not backing down anytime soon. So things are not looking smooth in Europe, though. You don't understand. Russia is saying Russia wants to occupy more territories, not only Ukraine. Okay, not only Ukraine. It's not easy now to stop the war in Ukraine that UK and all those people supported and all those. Not easy. Okay. Everything is rising in Europe. Gas prices, commodity prices is rising. Everything. Okay. Hospitals, prices of medication, the prices of things are rising every day. You remember now, the highest currency in the world now is the dollars. The dollars just passed the pounds and euro now for the first time. So it's just not going well for the people there in Europe, as it's just going down. So this is why it's good sometimes when you resign, it doesn't make you weak, it makes you honorable. That is the example that we are trying to tell most of our people. Maybe they are chairman in a county, they conduct election, you say you are not leaving. Carry like 5 people, you go and create your own LGA. This is what some of these people are doing. What kind of lesson are you? People will just stay there, they say, oh, they are the chairman forever. Nobody want to leave office. Ambazonians. Most of these chairmen, they don't want to leave office. They will stay there, even if they cannot deliver anything. They will stay there. They say, no, they are the chairman. The ones that are president, they say, no, I'll be president till we reach Boya. they, they don't, why do we blame Paul Biya and Aijo for staying in power for, Aijo stayed in power for 22 years. Okay? Frundi in SZF now, chairman for life. Don't you think if there was some new, fresh people coming in, like in any organization, of course, that's why organizations change their leadership. I don't know if, I've not seen a company that one person has been the CEO for long. Why? Because there must be some reorganization, there must be some accountability. When you leave one person at the head of something, there's a problem. Change. That change bring in new people, fresh mentality, fresh blood. It bring in something different. The approach, business line of approach, organization, reorganization, dynamism. That is what every organization that I've worked, I've not seen one person being CEO for more than 5 years, because they need that dynamism. They don't keep one person there. The company is going down the drain. Okay? The company is going down the drain. If you take, for example, big companies, Fortune 5 companies, see, they look up to all the leadership. Because if anything goes wrong, they just remove all the executive, change it. Why? Because they want something different. They want to see accountability. They want to see the company grow. And if the company cannot grow, why should you keep people there that is making the company going down? I'll give you this example. Companies that were very powerful before, that were doing mobile phone, okay, like those companies that started before, they were not innovative. Okay, Motorola, for example, when Motorola started, they were just doing the same thing, the same kind of phone, the same kind of thing. But guess what? Samsung came in, LG Electronics, okay, iPhone, the Apple, they came in now and start every year. They are bringing in new phones every year. See, yeah, iPhone 1, 2, 3, iPhone 3. Now it's almost iPhone 14. That is for the past 14 years, they have new different phones. But when Motorola was there back then, okay, LG Electronics came in, it was very innovative. Okay. I was the director of LG Electronics in Cameroon. I know how innovative they are. It's a Korean company. Every year there's a new LG phone. Every year there's a new LG TV. Every year there's a new LG. Because they do everything electronics, from washing machine to air conditioners. Everything electronic they do. But they try to be innovative. They change the directors every time. It's not like you somebody's house or property, just stay there forever. Even if the company is not moving, you keep that person there. Okay? But that is what we're talking about. Need that kind of mentality. Change of leadership, change of something. That is good for the company, it's good for the country. I think that we should learn this by now, okay? We should learn this by now. I don't see it as something bad, right? Now, I want to talk about this illegal abduction of our leaders from Nigeria by La République conniving with Nigeria. In some respect, we know that it was illegal for you to go to a country and extradite people, right? go to a country, extradite people without their consent. The Nera10 were extradited from Nigeria to La Republic. It was an illegal thing. It was not legal thing. It was illegal for them to be extradited because the law, international law, is very, very clear. Before you remove somebody from one country to another or extradition, one, there must be that signatory, extradition signatory between the two countries. Secondly, there must be a due process, because you cannot just carry some people from one country to another that they committed a crime without due process. Okay? The process, you must first try that person, that country that you are trying to remove. Try the person, that country. If the person is guilty, they will say there's another procedure that you follow for extradition. Extradition is not, especially if they are international, they are leaders. It's not asylum seeker. These are not just asylum seeker. These are leaders. They have a different statute. Okay? There is that statute, okay, of limitation that protects them. It's just like diplomats. In all the countries, diplomats have immunity, what they call diplomatic immunity. You cannot just arrest a diplomat like that in any country. You can't. Even in America, all diplomats, most of their things, if a diplomat hits your car now, the matter will go back to the different thing, then they'll do it within the diplomatic realm. That's how it works. There's that immunity, call it diplomatic immunity. You cannot just go and arrest anybody because you think that you can just arrest people like that. No. Each country, they have their laws, they have their agreements. Okay? They have all those things that they sign together. So people should understand that. So you go into a country, arrest leaders of another country. I hope we are getting this now. These were leaders of Ambazonia. These were not just people who are asylum seeker even. Go to a country without any due process and arrest them. Then the Nigerian court passed an injunction, the same what they did for one Namdi Kanu. The same thing that the Nigerian court passed for Namdi Kanu, it was the same thing that the Nigerian court passed for Ayuk Tabe and the Nera10. It was the same thing. Now we are seeing that the Nigerian government has passed this one for Namdi Kanu. Namdi Kanu has been released. But the Nigerian court passed the same verdict for the Nera10 and Ayuk Tabe, that the Cameroon government should send them back to Nigeria for them to get a due process in Nigeria, like what happened to Namdi Kanu, for them to be tried again and see if they are guilty of any crime, because you cannot just go. You saw President Chris Anu went to Nigeria when these Nera10 were arrested, and told the Nigerian government, these people have not committed any crime. Why are they being arrested? You cannot just arrest people because you think that you have power or you have money to go and give some few officials there in Nigeria, and they should be arrested and sent back. That's not international law. Those who want peace to come with peace plans. You cannot say, you are having, that you need peace, right? But there's no proof of peace. Huh? This is the verdict. This document has been sent by the United Nations that the arrest of Ayuk Tabe and Nera10 is illegal. It's the United Nations document that has been sent to all the interim government and everybody that wrote petition. That's a document. It stipulates it very clearly that the Nera10 were not supposed to be arrested. Okay? We're not supposed to be arrested. And people just think that these people in La Republic there, they just think that they can just take laws into their hands, right? It's okay for them just go to a country. It states that opinion adopted by the working group on arbitrary detention at its 94th session. That session was from August the 29th to September the 2nd. Okay? That is when they mentioned this case concerning the former president Ayuk Tabe, Fritz Misodi, all these people that are there, Galan Blaise Sevezim, very new, all these people, Elias Iba Eyangwe, Fidelis Nde, Che, Egbe Tui Ogok, Cornelius Jikirin Kwanga, Eri Tata, Che Augustine Awasun. These are the names that always recall on our brain, called the Nera10. They were all adopted. Okay? Adopted and taken to whisk to another country, the Republic. Against their wish. Against their wish. And someone just take them like that without any remorse. Okay? Now the international community is seeing where they went wrong. Now this is the United Nations Commission on Arbitrary Arrest, saying that no, that arrest was illegal. Illegal arrest. They should follow due process. The Nigerian government already passed this very long ago, and they asked Cameroon government to pay them some money and send them back to Nigeria. That was a verdict. That if the United Nations is coming to say this again, it's just like an addition of what the Nigerian court already said. That was a verdict. Remember, we spent a lot of money just for the release of Ayuk Tabe and the Nera10 and the other guys that were arrested. So they arrested not only this Nera10, they arrested about 40 other Saudi Cameroonians in jail now. Imagine people are there as refugees in Nigeria. Go and arrest refugees. I've never seen that. But international law does not allow that to happen. If somebody flee from threat and craziness, you go to another country, arrest that person, and extradite the person to that country that the person is running from. How do you square that up? It's asylum seekers. The only crime they commit is that they are Southern Cameroonians. That's the only crime. Political opinion is number one basis for any asylum seeker. Political opinion. If you go to any country, the first reason that you give for political asylum is your own political opinion. And this political opinion that these people have been arrested for, that they want their own country. They are pro-secessionists. That is all. That all these people are lamenting in jail now like this. More than 5,000 to 6,000 Ambazonians are in jail now, dungeons of La Republic, suffering. Because they have a different political opinion. And the opinion is that they want their own country. That's all. That's all. Okay? It's sad, but that's the reality. Yes. No matter what La Republic does, okay? No matter what they do, matter the opinion that they hold. This is American Tibonagi. All we know him is the former secretary for, Under Secretary for African Affairs. Means that he was the one in charge of all African countries, the ambassador for all African countries for America. So he was the one that was controlling all the embassies, American embassies in Africa. This is the man. When he says something, people don't take it serious. These are the people that American government consult, but they have been in those positions. So if anything is happening in Africa, the American government consult them as former ambassadors, as former diplomats, as former people who know Africa affairs. And he has worked in Cameroon first. He has worked in La Republique. He has worked there in American embassy. He was one of the consular officers there. So he knows very well what is happening in Cameroon. So I take all his comments, his advice, his speaking point, everything that he says, I take it very, very seriously. I don't play with it because I know when he says something, I believe. I believe because these are people who have been part of different regimes, and they know exactly what they are talking about. They discuss in the background the American government. Yes. So I believe him. This one, he said, we all know how Southern Cameroon crisis will end. Remember, before, most countries were not even calling us Southern Cameroon. They were calling us the Northwest and Southwest of La Republique, right? When you see these things coming up, note that is how they recognize countries. Don't think that somebody will come and say, we recognize Southern Cameroon from today. Southern Cameroon has been recognized as a country. They don't do that. Everything goes diplomatically. That's why we need experts, diplomats, be talking with these people. We don't need people who just look at things in the open. They don't understand all these things. This is Twitter. And what Tibonagi writes, all African presidents read them. All in Twitter. But he has all of them in his Twitter page. We all know, this is what he said here. We all know how Southern Cameroon crisis will end, right? Anglophones will gain their right either in a genuine federation or a breakaway state. Okay? Whether weeks, months, years, or decades, it will come. Human spirit, like the lions, is indomitable. Cameroon government should come to its senses. Look, these few sentences that you just hear, it has engulfed everything that is going on in the diplomatic realm. I know, if you're not in the diplomatic realm, you wouldn't understand what Tibonagi is saying here. You just take it lightly that first, he first of all call us Southern Cameroon, right? Come now, the second sentence, he say Anglophones, right? Come now, the other sentence, he say genuine federation. Down again, he said for weeks, months, years, or decades. It means that even La Republique does anything, the verdict will still come to pass. Okay? Then at the final stage, that's why he said Cameroon government should come to its senses. What does that tell you? It tells you that the United Nations and the US, and remember, when you call the United Nations, know that is a United States. Is the United States. The headquarters of the United States, of the United Nations, is in the United States, in New York. All the diplomats are here in the United States. All the UN representatives of all countries, they are living in the United States. Don't get that twisted. So these people are talking with them. They know. If Tibonagi is saying this, some people don't take it serious, but he has already said it. Whether it would take months, yes, now we're already in years now, or decades. Come pass. That is the message that he just sent. And those people who can understand. Those people who cannot understand, okay. But Tibonagi message is clear there, right? Don't forget that Tibo is a very popular person when it comes to all these international cautions. Yeah. Very, very popular. And people will not understand. Tibonagi has said a lot of things about our people. A lot. He has made a lot of comments. Most of the comments are only about us gaining our independence. Yeah. Most of the comments that, and people take them lightly. No, don't underlook people like this. People don't understand. If someone like Tibonagi says something and they take it like they think that, oh no, he's just saying those stuff, it doesn't matter. It matters. Okay? Because these are people that talk directly with the American government, they talk directly with diplomats, they talk directly with those people that matters. So you cannot just say no, that they are just saying it doesn't matter. It matters. However, take what Tibonagi says very, very seriously. I'll not take them lightly. That's it. Look at the begs for federation. Look. That's what Tibonagi said. That's what people don't understand. Okay. People can just say what they want, but in diplomatic realm, it's a whole different ballgame. Okay? But I want you people to understand what diplomats say behind the scene and what they say in front. Before, when you saw Tibonagi wasn't saying most of these things like, no. Okay?
I'm sorry to, if somebody will not like this, but in the United States, I would guess that about 8 out of 10 people have never heard of Cameroon, let alone Ambazonia. Certainly, I'm sorry to, if somebody will not like this.
Tibonagi is telling us a message here. Just a kind of unity of message. Then we'll just take that message. One message. That's what he's saying. He's just cautioning us that the only issue now that we have is a unified message. So that we take it to the American government or the United Nations. A delegation. That's all. He's just telling us that because that's what people want now. That's what the international community is talking now.
I'm sorry to, if somebody will not like this, but in the United States, I would guess that about 8 out of 10 people have never heard of Cameroon, let alone Ambazonia. Certainly amongst a certain sector, people have, but if you ask people on the street, they will not have any ideas. So the message, that's why it is so important in an issue like Ambazonia, Southern Cameroon, there has to be absolutely a unified message. And as long as different groups show up in congressional offices advocating different points of view, the situation is going to go on as it is. And that is
So that is Tibonagi giving us a kind of diplomatic advice. When you listen to diplomats, the way diplomats talk, they will not tell you that, oh, I discussed with some presidents, and the president told me that if you people should talk. No, they will be talking diplomatically, but they are sending a message to you. He is sending a message to leaders of Southern Cameroon. Online leaders has a message for you from Tibonagi that do this and this and this, and all the rest shall be added onto. That is just the same like what the Bible says. Okay, when you do this and this and this and this, all the rest shall be added onto you. Okay, that's what Tibonagi is passing. Some of us don't know, but when you have the team act, okay, the team act was there for a reason. They had all the necessary members of the act team that were doing the negotiation there. All those leaders came together for one purpose. So anybody that is joining the act team, they have one purpose and one purpose only. Okay. The US has given us TPS. The temporary protective status is only given to, as I know now, there are only about 8 countries with TPS. Oh well. And Southern Cameroon is there. This recent TPS was given to Ukraine and Cameroon and Southern Cameroon. This recent TPS, temporary protective status. Secretary Mayorkas designate Cameroon for temporary protective status for 18 months. That 18 months is the period that will be renewed again. So if you are in Southern Cameroon, you come to America, enroll in the TPS thing. After 6 months or after 3 months, your work permit will come out. Start working. In America, if you have an asylum case or like this one now, a TPS that came in, you have your work permit. Start working while your matter. So this TPS is given to countries that are in war. This TPS is given to countries that are in war. So if your country is in war, like Ukraine, the Ukrainians now can come to America and have the same TPS, same status. They don't need to wait for documents or no. Once you come to America, you apply for TPS. The countries that used to be under TPS were Rwanda. Rwanda is still there. Sudan and South Sudan, they are still there as TPS in America. So even though they give 18 months, it doesn't matter. That is the starting point. Every time they do what we call extension. After the 18 month elapses, they'll give another period again. We don't know. They always extend TPS so far as the war is ongoing. And even after the war, TPS continues in countries. The country that they stopped their TPS that I know for now is Liberia. Yes, Liberia, they stopped the TPS because after the Liberian war, they gave them about 5 years again. After this war, they will give Southern Cameroonians about 5 years again. Okay, for the dust to settle. Maybe they'll see how the government is, the new administration of Southern Cameroon and everything. That's when now they will stop now the TPS. And all Cameroonians, Southern Cameroonians that are under TPS now, can look for any other visa type, or you go back to your home. Now they say your home is good. This has come back. Country is back to normal. The impression that La Republic is giving is that things have gone back to normal. These people don't need TPS even. That is what they are doing. I've not seen a country that does not support its citizen. when you see video of people who say they are from Cameroon in Ukraine, most countries send private jets to go and carry their citizens in Ukraine when the war started in Ukraine. This government of La Republique doesn't care about their citizens. They don't care. You see their citizens crying in Kuwait that they have been locked up. They don't have means to go back to Cameroon. They don't care. You see, many times when you travel the world, embassies is the first point of contact. Embassies. If you go to any Cameroon embassy, never get help. Never. Some embassies, you don't even see anybody. Even if you meet somebody, they'll tell you, l'ambassadeur n'est pas là. L'ambassadeur n'est pas là. L'ambassadeur n'est pas là. You go to there, you can go for the next 1 to 3 months, you know, meet the ambassador. That's how the thing is. Then maybe you need an urgent help or to do something. Nobody will help you. But that is the number one essence of an embassy. An embassy is not for people to go and sit there doing nothing. An embassy, the number one thing is to help the citizens of that country. All right? You go to Cameroon now, or you maybe enter Cameroon, Yaoundé. You want to talk to you, or you are looking for your the American ambassador. Okay? If you are looking for the American, the American ambassador will be there ready to talk to you. They receive the citizens of their country all due dignity. And they know each time any American enters Cameroon, for example, they are aware. They know that there's an American who is in Cameroon. They know how many Americans are in Cameroon at any time in point. They know. So you cannot tell them. If anyone is missing, they will know that one of their citizens is missing. That is accountability. And that is kind of protection that we need when it comes to a country. But a lot of people don't care about that. But we're going to change that. When it comes to Southern Cameroon, we're going to be protecting our citizens. Every country will have the number of citizens, will have all those people who are there in that country. Have a record that we know anything happens to any of them, we know how to intervene immediately. Okay? We have traveled in so many countries. We see how countries intervene. You've seen ambassadors. If there's a problem, the number one country that are allowed for that is Nigeria. Any country that Nigerian embassy is there, they don't play with their citizens. You see the ambassador, if there's a problem with one Nigerian, the ambassador will be there. Direct, going to the police station, help them out. You never see that. Never see that here in other countries where we have. Here, I've never even seen the ambassador of La Republique in any country that I've been traveling. Because you go there, you will not get any help. Going there for business, you're going there for different purposes, but you don't even need the ambassador. Whereas, if you go to a country, the first point of contact is the embassy. Embassy is the one to guide you if you have any business in that country. First point of contact is the embassy. That's why American citizens, when they go to any country, they'll first call their embassy. Oh, I just arrived. I came for this business. This is what I came to do. And okay, I'll be doing this business and this time to this time. Good. Embassy know that you are there, that country. Embassy will even support you, give you some contacts for that business that you came to do there. But you don't see that help in any other. What they call dual citizenship, and the public has not given dual citizenship to anybody. It means that if you are an American, most Cameroonians that came here and Southern Cameroonians have taken US citizenship. As of now, they are not Cameroonians. They are not Southern Cameroon, according to them. But we will not follow that same policy. Most countries, the diasporans have been a very, very great push to the economy. We cannot neglect that aspect. If you go to Nigeria, most Nigerians have dual nationality. 2 nationalities. But the Nigerian government does not reject them when they come there for business. They come back home to reconstruct their country. They don't reject them. But in Cameroon, the Republic government has always rejected dual nationality. Why? Because they don't want people from abroad to come and take their jobs. First, they are afraid of their jobs. First, they are, inferiority complex is something that is really a problem. Oh, those people come from abroad, come and teach us what to do. And they'll come and do this. That's the only mentality that Cameroon has not approved dual nationality. But, okay, take for example, when that musician, Dede Yango, left America here and went to contest for whether musician, what. They refuse him. They say he's an American. It's the same thing. When Eto, the player, former player, famous player, now they Africa foot and this thing. Eto was not accepted before. They had to fight back. Now, what about Pobia? Pobia is not a Swiss person. It's not a Swiss nationality. So they only target people who they think that, okay, they want to target this man. Oh, this man cannot do this. Oh, you have dual nationality. But tell me, how many of those ministers don't have French nationality? All of them has French nationality. Some have Canada, Switzerland, all those countries, they have nationalities there. But they target only people who are prospects. Oh, you have dual nationality. You cannot do this. Oh, you have dual nationality. That is just crazy. And that is what has hindered many people who really wanted to come and invest back home. Back then, when we were having that zeal to come and invest back home, we could not do it. But the first thing they'll say, oh, you are an American. They'll treat you like a foreigner because you have a foreign nationality. Then you want to come and invest, they'll say you have to pay like a foreigner. Foreign direct investment person. When you are... So all those things have been hindering the whole setup of that country. And well, it's enough. Well, we have had enough. Time for us. Now that we are gone, we are happy. Let them stay without their country. We will not do that nonsense to our people. Nigerian people, when they leave diaspora, the strongest community they can have. The amount of money diasporas are sending to Nigeria, the economy is up, keeping the family, keeping the businesses, all those things. You think that Nigerian government don't know that? So you want Nigerian government to put them all as foreigners, citizens of the... Anyway, Ambazonians, thank you very much. We will not do that. We'll change that kind of mentality. Welcome all Ambazonians. Be you study abroad, welcome you to come and invest back home. One foreign direct investment back home. Because when you classify people like foreigners, they will build their houses abroad. Of course, nobody will come and build where you'll be taxed high because you say, oh, you are a foreigner. You are not. No. We welcome everybody. It doesn't matter whether you are American nationality, you are Canadian, you are whatever. Any nationality that you take, it has nothing to do with Ambazonian nationality. So far as you say you are an Ambazonian, you remain Ambazonian. That is what we do. We will not refuse you because you took another nationality. Those things are just paper. It doesn't matter. Where you are born is your alma mater. It's your alma mater. We will not reject you because you took another nationality. We will not do that. We will not do that. And people will favor those kind of things because want to talk. No. You are Ambazonian. You remain Ambazonian. No matter where you no matter the citizenship that you take, that thing doesn't matter. But till date, as we speak, the Republic still has dual nationality issue. Yes. And ask me why they still keep that policy there. They don't even have any reason. Number one reason is inferiority complex. Number two reason, they want to click to power. Power-hungry people, power mongers. They don't want foreign diaspora to come and impose on them and so on and so forth. But that's a country for you. And that's why we said we will not stay in this kind of banana republic. No way. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. And all those people watching from Facebook and YouTube, please hit the share button and subscribe button also. Please, so that I'll bring more video, okay? Thank you for watching and stay blessed. Ambazonia must be free. One spirit, one love.